I would say that they should make sure, be very careful what they're teaching their children at school,
Yeah.
for one thing.
Yeah.
Another thing, they should teach their children to obey their parents,
Yeah.
'cause that's good.
Can you tell me your full name?
Winston Wurtz.
Do you have a middle name?
Oh, you don't need to know that.
Okay. What year were you born?
1945, May 7th,
May 7th, 1945.
in Grand Prairie.
Okay.
And I think it was a log hospital at that time.
A log hospital in Grand Prairie.
Wasn't very big.
Okay.
That's what I was told, but I don't know.
Okay.
I just go by what I heard.
Wow.
Because
Well-
I don't remember very much when I was that long.
Of course not. What was your childhood like?
Not very nice.
No?
No.
Wasn't good. Okay.
Huh?
Why not?
Well, for one thing, we were poorer than the church mice.
Okay.
Another thing, our dad wasn't very nice.
He wasn't a nice man?
Well, he just go missing for months at a time, and
Okay.
nobody knew where he was. And he'd come home and bawl Mom out for having no food on the table.
Oh, wow.
And he never left her any money to have it.
Wow.
Or either that, or he'd accuse her of having a poor God because there was no food on the table.
Oh, a poor God.
Yeah, her God wasn't very good.
Oh, she was a Christian and he wasn't.
Oh, well, I don't know if he wasn't. He'd go to church once in a while
Oh, okay.
when it seemed fit.
Okay.
And he smoked, and when he'd seen the preacher coming, he'd hide his cigarettes.
Wow.
And Mom would tell him, he can smell that. He knows what you're doing.
Yeah.
But that's the way he done things.
How many brothers and sisters did you have?
There were 9 of us, and there were actually 10, but one died very, very young.
Okay.
At birth, basically. She was only 10 hours old.
So you grew up in Grand Prairie, you went to school out here?
Oh, yeah. I went to the school at 5 Mile out here.
Okay. Just
But it's
east
not
of
there
town?
anymore, a country school.
Okay. Kind of
And
by
then
that.
we moved to Claremont after our dad passed away.
What year was that?
53.
So you would have been how old about?
I was 8.
8 years old? Okay. Okay.
Just past my 8th birthday, about a few months.
Yeah. When did you get married?
1970,
Okay. So you married Barb?
August 15th.
Okay. How many kids did you guys have?
2 that lived. 1 died on us, too.
Oh, you had a child that died?
First one. She had a miscarriage.
Oh, it was a miscarriage. Okay. How many months along was your wife before she
I
miscarried?
can't really remember. How long was it?
About between 2 and 3 months.
Between 2 and 3 months.
Okay. Okay. You had a good marriage?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Why not?
What makes a marriage good then?
Oh, to make sure you pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah.
Not to let yourself be more important than anybody else in the house.
Absolutely.
To be careful and to do a lot of praying.
Mm-hmm.
Prayer means a lot. God ain't up there for nothing.
Right.
He's there because he loves us.
That's right.
He died for every one of us, and those that don't believe it, they're in trouble.
Yeah. What did you do for work?
Me?
Yeah.
I worked at Canfor.
Your whole career?
Well, no, I worked out in the sawmill for 3 winters. We were cutting wood for Canfor, but we weren't. They didn't own the mill.
Okay.
We just cut it for them.
Okay.
And then I worked in the elevators in Claremont with helping shoveling grain and stuff like that. And I worked for a farmer in the summer, and then the wintertime I worked in the bush.
But large in part, you spent 39 years but most of your career was spent at the Canfor mill, which is the lumber mill. What did you do there?
I was a lumber grader most of the time.
Okay. So you would grade the lumber as it came off, like fresh from being cut kind of thing, or how does that work?
After it was planed.
After it was planed?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. Then you enjoyed that?
Well, it was a job.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it really. It's just I didn't personally care for some of the management they had.
Okay.
When a person got their, I watched, or when I worked there, the closer you got to a certain age, the more they start to pick on you.
Oh, really? To push you out?
Well, I think what they were trying to do is just make her miserable enough for a guy to quit, and then he wouldn't get his pension.
Oh, wow.
That's what I think. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. That's what it looked like to me.
Okay. Wow. When did you become a Christian?
1970.
Okay. How did that happen?
We went to farewell for a minister at the Pentecostal church, which was at that time called Zion Gospel Temple. We knew the minister. I knew him quite well.
Yeah.
But I never went to church there until after we got married, after I got saved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just decided to accept the Lord at that
Well,
time?
he made an altar call, and I said, I thought to myself, I'm going up for this. And I poked my twin beside me like this with my elbow and said, let's go.
Yeah.
And we went.
Wow. You both went at the same time. That's awesome.
Well, we were born the same time, so
Yeah.
may as well have been reborn the same time.
Right?
Yeah, so
That's funny. Are there any highlights in your life that you'd like to share? Special memories or something like that?
well, I was kind of a rascal when I was a kid, so I don't know if there's too much. Oh, I liked working at Camp Wapiti.
Okay.
That was a good thing for me. Every summer I'd go down there and help haul water and
Nice.
clean up and do the best I could trying to keep up to the place.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That was a thing to look forward to.
Oh, for sure.
I look forward to going on our holidays whenever we went.
Mm-hmm. Where did you guys like to go?
We just done travel.
Yeah.
Wherever we stopped,
Right.
until we went to the next place.
Yeah. In your experience as a father, what advice would you give to fathers who are raising children?
I would say that they should make sure, be very careful what they're teaching their children at school,
Yeah.
for one thing.
Yeah.
Another thing, they should teach their children to obey their parents,
Yeah.
'cause that's good.
Uh-huh.
Usually if they do that, things go quite good for the kids.
For sure.
And I guess that's about all.
Okay.
Just make sure that they're learning properly, not getting the education that they give in the schools today. You can be born a boy and wind up a girl.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Or you can be born a girl and wind up a boy,
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Right.
That's as ungodly as it can get.
Yeah. What advice would you give to young people nowadays? If you could say anything to them, what would you say?
Basically the same as to make sure they get a proper education.
Yeah.
Not that they would keep from sexual actions until they're married.
Mm-hmm.
Because it don't go well after that.
Right.
Not that I have had experience, but I've heard younger people, I should have never done that.
Yeah.
Or why did I do it? It's not well.
Right. What are your thoughts on Canada, our country?
On Canada, it's bound to hell if it keeps going like it is.
Okay. In what
And
ways?
I feel that Trudeau himself should be in jail.
Yeah.
because he's allowed abortion.
Yeah.
He's allowed that drug to pass, and look at how many kids are dying and people are dying because of it.
Yeah.
And I feel he should be held up for murder.
Yeah.
Because it's all because he wants taxes.
Right.
And if a guy gets paid for doing abortion, don't worry, the taxes goes to them.
Yeah.
So it's all for the government. It's not that he cares for anybody.
Yeah.
I don't even think the man cares for himself. But I don't have much hope for it.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
I've had a great life.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to do anything much different.
Wow.
Maybe the odd little thing. But
you're content at this point.
Maybe I should have never went to smoking for as long as I did, because it nearly killed me.
How long did you smoke for?
Just a few years, but them big long cigars, and I smoked them like most people smoke cigarettes.
You enjoyed them, or how'd you get hooked on
I
those?
just liked like a kid, thought I knew something.
Right.
And one spring we start playing ball, and I chased the guy. I knew the guy could hit the ball real good.
Yeah.
I didn't play back far enough, and I had to run for it to get it. And when I was walking back to my position, I down on my hands and knees and started spitting, and out come blood.
Oh, wow.
And I looked at that, and it was a good bunch.
Yeah.
I looked at that, and I said to myself, you keep that up, you won't reach 21 or 22, at least 22.
And then you quit.
I quit right on the spot.
Wow.
Had one cigarette after that. I haven't had a cigarette since 1967.
Wow. Well done.
That was enough. It scared the dickens out of me. Well, when blood's running out, what do?
Sure.
And you know what it's about, why it's doing it.
Right.
But,
okay. Perfect.
And my other pet peeve I had was I loved to speed.
Oh, you had a heavy foot?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The fence posts, or the power poles went by like fence posts should.
Wow.
But my twin brother was worse. Oh, yeah. He drove like mad.
Wow.
And we had that old red car there, and boy, that thing could go.
Nice. Okay.
1958 Dodge Mayfair.
Oh, that's right on.
It was a nice car.
Yeah.
There, when we got it, it didn't have a dent or a scratch or a rust mark on it.
You liked your cars at the time?
Hmm?
You liked high-powered cars as a young man?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm too slow at the brakes and the gas pedal now. And my twin brother tried to tell his son that he should have a Viper.
Yeah.
And his son looked at him and said, no, Dad, you can't have that. And he said, why? He said, well, the way you drive. By the time you get your foot from the gas pedal to the brake, the accident will be over.
Probably. Right.
He just loved driving fast.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Winston.
But our childhood wasn't very good.
No.
No, I didn't. Me and my twin, we were past 8 years old or 7 years old before we even started school.
Oh, really, eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
When we were put into grade 1 and we were 8 years old already.
Wow.
We didn't get started.
Wow.
Our dad didn't care, so we didn't have the clothes to go with in the wintertime.
Okay.
Hope I done something.
Oh, no, you didn't do nothing. It's okay.
Yeah, but they won't hear it, will it?
Yeah, well. Yeah.
Oh. So us kids didn't, even some of the other. And my oldest brother, my dad kicked him out of the house when he was 12.
Wow.
Made him go to work out here at the airport. Well, he never threw him out of the house, but when they go to work, they went to work at the same time, and Dad made him walk, and he drove.
Wow. Just not a good person.
We lived on a farm west of town, or east of town here, and he'd walk from there over to the airport.
Every day?
Every day, and walk back. Besides, old preacher at the Apostolic Church was working out there too.
Okay.
And he'd give him a ride to Grand Prairie.
Okay.
So he only had to walk home then, but a lot of times he walked the whole thing.
Wow.
Work all day and then have to turn around and walk home again.
Wow.
Dad wouldn't give him a ride, he'd drive right by him. Let him walk.
Wow.
That's the way life went for us.
Okay.
Like my one brother that lives at Abbotsford, he said me and my twin and him were lucky that our dad died when he did.
Yeah.
Because Mum was a different person altogether.
But you turned out pretty good.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I don't think your disposition is of a mean man or anything like that. You turned out good despite having a mean father.
Well, I could have turned out like him.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But he was when the boy, our younger brothers got old enough and started working, he'd take their money on them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You figure that I don't have to work now.
Have you forgiven him? Did you forgive him?
I never held it against him. I just wondered why he done it.
Okay.
I just couldn't figure out why he treated us like he did.
Yeah.
And my second oldest brother was the same way.
Okay.
He was mean to us, and I don't know what we ever done to him, because when I was born, he was 16 already.
Okay.
So what had I done to him?
Right.
And he wasn't very nice. That's why I say it wasn't a very fun time at times.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sometimes you'd have a good time.
Yeah.
On the one farm we lived on, we had a little bull there, and me and my twin would get and grab that little guy's tail and pull behind him and slide like in the high grass, because it would just slide really nice.
Yeah.
And she was a good thing.
Who was a good thing?
Sure was.
Oh, having your daughter was a good thing?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's actually both of them.
Yeah.
I used to spend a lot of time with them.
Yeah.
Playing hockey or soccer with them, or softball, or
Yeah.
we'd go walking or whatever.
Nice.
And they remember that.
Nice.
I enjoyed with my kids.
Yeah.
Go out to a lake somewhere and have fun.
Yeah.
We had a good time.
Those are cherished memories.
Mm-hmm.
Those are cherished memories.
Yeah. And I suppose that's about all, unless you got more questions.
No. No, I'm good. Thank you, Winston.
I could give you a real rundown what I thought of the government, but I thought I better not.
Not today.
Not today. Not on this.
No. Okay. Thank you so much.